Scott Bessent has been nominated by Trump for Treasury Secretary, and Jonathan Capehart over at MSNBC is having a hard time with it. Check this out.
You know, and John, yesterday, my husband, because yesterday was Saturday, so Friday, the announcement of the Treasury Secretary came out. And I was like, that name sounds familiar.
One of our people.
Well, that's the point I was getting to. So yesterday morning, my Nick says, wait, Scott Bessent is gay?
He is.
And married?
Yes.
And has children.
He does.
Yesterday, when I brought this up, you know, if he's confirmed, would be the highest ranking out LGBT person ever to be appointed and confirmed by the United States Senate. And I said, you know, I'm kind of conflicted about it. It's Trump. I'm kind of conflicted about this.
They don't know how to feel about Trump nominating a gay man to such an important role. They wish it was their team that did it. But I guess they don't remember that Trump named Richard Grenell as the acting director of national intelligence. That was the first time any openly gay person was put into a cabinet-level position. By Capehart's reaction here, you can see that he, like many on the left, are blinded by their ideology. Instead of feeling conflicted about it, how about learning something? Just maybe all of the scaremongering that Democrats do about Trump's election being a danger to the LGBT community was nonsense. And maybe, just maybe, this nomination and later confirmation shows that those of us on the right judge people by the content of their character. One of Capehart's colleagues at MSNBC, Joy Reid, did some scaremongering of her own recently in a social media post. Listen to this nonsense.
People are rightfully alarmed. They have a reason to be alarmed. And if you would vote for that, people may not feel so confident that they're safe with you. This is not crazy. This is legitimate feelings of fear of you and a feeling that you might not be someone they could trust. If this thing goes way south, autocracies go south real fast and things get ugly and people get asked to do things and turn people in and point people out and turn on them. And if you're voting affirmatively, gleefully for this, people might, may not feel so confident in you anymore. That's real, and you kind of have to live with it.
First off, no Trump voters voted for that. But I will say, if you cancel coming over for Thanksgiving because I voted for Donald Trump, I'm definitely turning you in. I mean, if that was the world we were living in and if voters like me supported that, think about it for a second, Joy. Why would you set yourself apart like that if you were worried about being pointed out or turned in? You wouldn't. It's the same thing with gay pride flags. People often put those flags in front of their homes to show their support and that they're a part of that community. If we really lived in the type of country the left says we live in, where it's dangerous to be gay, they would never do that, because that would be putting a target on their back. But even in Idaho, a conservative state where I live now, I see that flag, or yard signs like this one, in front of houses quite often, and nothing bad happens because of it. You see, the left has created a fictional society where they're the victims of the right. A society that's so scary they're afraid to hang out with family members who voted for Trump. And now Trump has nominated a gay man for Treasury Secretary, and people on the left can't wrap their mind around it. How could a guy that hates gay people be the president that nominates a gay person to the highest cabinet position one has ever held? Capehart's conflicted for two reasons. He wants Democrats to be the party that nominates the highest-ranking gay person, and he doesn't know how to feel about it because it goes against the narrative that Trump and Republicans hate gay people. Of course, instead of learning that Trump, like most of us on the right, judge people by their character, he'll continue to push the narrative that the LGBT community will be in danger over the next 4 years because of Trump. Now, I do realize that Jonathan Capehart and Joy Reid likely believe that the United States with Donald Trump at the helm is a scary place for black and gay people. However, the people who are creating that narrative don't believe it. They're using these educated fools to promulgate this fictional world for political gain. I'm not saying this to be mean, but Capehart and Reid are not great thinkers. They've been educated and indoctrinated to push the narrative. And then, when something like this happens, Trump nominates a gay guy, they don't know how to feel about it. Ironically, what will likely happen is that Scott Bessent will end up being attacked by the left for being gay and being a part of Trump's administration. They'll call him an Uncle Tom of gay people, if you will. I'm sure there's a word for that, but my vocabulary ain't that gay. And as always, no lessons will be learned, and they'll continue to double down on their identity politics because dividing us is the only way they can win. And that's the simple truth.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you all want to support this channel, check out the links in the description, and let's keep putting some common sense back into the great debate.